Hey guys, Dee here, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. So today I'm back with a repotting video. I have some things that I kind of need to try and rescue because they are not doing very well. So let me just shove these over to the side a little bit. These also, by the way, amazing. They smell like vanilla. It's gorgeous. Now these aren't the ones that I've been looking for, but still, nevertheless, these are freaking amazing and I love the scent of them. So if you are, have an M&S near you, these are the ones to buy right now because they smell freaking amazing. So as I was saying, I have some cacti, some succulents that are just not doing very well at the moment and I have no idea why. So I have this Haworthia, what is this one called? Icity. If I can try and get, if I want to focus. Icity, and it is a gorgeous succulent, but it is obviously lost all of its roots and I don't really know what to do to revive it, to be honest with you, but I am going to just try and repot it and hope that it will just generate some more roots. So I did already repot it, but I think that I was keeping it on the dry side because obviously dryness doesn't help them promote roots, does it? So I need to get roots going on that one. So I'm going to be repotting that one, and then this one, I don't even know what happened. It's like all of the soil has just literally just disappeared. So I just really need to just add more soil to this one because for whatever reason the soil has gone walkabouts and I don't know where, I don't know how, but it needs to be just had more soil added to that. And then we come to my sad Calissia rosatos. Now I have a love-hate with this plant, I really do, because I think it's cute, but at the same time, oh my god, like it starts to look like this after not even that long. And I hate it. I hate that it looks like this scraggly little mess all the time. It gets all of these like dried leaves and it's just, don't like it. I don't like it. But at the same time, I don't want to get rid of it because it took me so long to find this plant in the first place to buy that now I'm kind of like, I can't let it go. Like I don't know what it is, but I just can't let it go. I just can't. So this is going to be more of a repot into something shallow because it has quite shallow roots, and then I'm hoping that I will be able to keep up on the watering of it, and then, it just like, and the pruning of it, so it just won't end up like this scraggly mess. Now they do propagate really easily, so I'm probably gonna, like this one, just pull that out, just propagate that and stick it back in the soil, and then hopefully, yeah, look, it's just falling apart. It is just falling apart. So there you go. Just fell apart. So I am just gonna repot that into, like I said, into this pot and hope for the best with that one. So I've got this other one that I was trying to propagate. I don't know what happened here. Turned into a disaster, I guess. I probably forgot to water it and that's why it looks like this. So let's just get rid of that crap. That's dead. And then I've just got some cocoa core here, but that's going to go to the side. So I have my cactus mix, but I need to go get a bowl to put in. Okay, so yeah, again, I know the lighting is going to be horrible. It's just that time of day. And I just wanted to get on with this and share with you guys. Now, I've never rooted a Haworthia before, so I'm not sure. I think it's probably a goner. But I'm going to try it. I'm just going to put it in, so it's in cactus mix. But for some reason, I think maybe it's too gritty and it's not got enough soil in it, so it hasn't got enough moisture to like root in. So I am gonna add more soil and then hopefully it will be successful because these are like, they're all shriveled up and dried. So that's not, I can't even propagate from that. And this is just a gorgeous plant. I really don't want to lose it. So I'm crossing my fingers that I can save it. So I just have generic cactus mix that I'm just gonna pour some into here. Oh crap, make a noise, make a mess, and then I am going to add a bit more grit just because I do like a gritty mixture, because I feel like this mixture isn't quite as, what's the word that I'm looking for, free draining as I would like. I feel like it does retain a bit more moisture, and for my cacti I know that's not, it's not really ideal, it's not really what I want, so I'm just going to add a little bit more. And then we're going to mix that around. And then I am going to top dress because at the moment I am having the fungus gnat issue. Oh my god. I have those like little sticky labels everywhere and oh god. They are catching a lot of fungus gnats, but for some reason like they're still multiplying. Like they are still somehow multiplying and I'm like, how many more stickers do I have to stick out? Like I feel like I have to put them in my entire house, honestly. So I'm definitely gonna have to be doing some like hydrogen peroxide rinses and stuff, but obviously it's seed starting season and it's just really hard to keep them away from that because obviously they have to stay moist, otherwise the seeds won't germinate, but then you can't leave them open because the fungus, oh my god, it's a cycle. But I will be figuring it out. Definitely need to get some more like pings to like help with the issue, because the ones that I have, they're kind of like semi-dormant at the moment, so they're not really eating any of the fungus gnats, which is, I'm like, not helpful. You know, so I need to get some that hopefully are still, you know, not dormant, even though they should be coming out of dormant. What the hell is this big chunk of, they should be coming out of dormancy soon, so then hopefully I will get, you know, they'll start eating all those fungus gnats. Okay, so I am just gonna make a little well, so I've just filled this up, and then I'm just gonna press the soil in around it. So give that a nice little squishy in there. Oh, see, it just doesn't really want to stay, but I'm just gonna press it in, so press the soil in around that, and then just wiggle it down around there like that. And then I am just gonna top dress it, like I said, with some grit, just to keep it a little bit protected, keep some of that moisture in, and also it just makes it look pretty. I don't know why we do this with cacti, to be honest. It does look very pretty, but I'm sure there's a reason behind it, because it's not like you want to keep the moisture in, right? I don't know. That's something I've never actually like questioned, like why do we top dress cacti? Anyway, okay, so ooh, like that. Okay, so this should be okay for now. I am going to give it a little drink, and then I'm just going to leave it where I had it before, and then I'm going to cross my fingers and really hope that this survives and roots, because I really don't want to lose this. This was a gorgeous plant. It is a gorgeous plant, and you know, so cross your fingers, guys, cross your fingers. So there's that one. This one, like I said, I just need to add some soil, and I did just water it, so that will not need any watering. So we're just gonna do that. So how are you guys doing with your plants? I know spring is literally almost around the corner, except for the fact that we're gonna have like these ridiculous windstorms coming over the next couple of days, and then the weather's just all over the place. So today it was like 15 degrees, but now there's a windstorm coming. It's just started raining, like the sun was out earlier, now it started raining, it's horrible and grey. The rest of the week, it's all up and down. It's like one day I think we're gonna have 15 degrees, and then it's gonna be like 5, and then it's gonna be raining. It's like, oh my god, you know what I mean? I just feel like we're having April weather, but in March, because April is normally, you know, where we have April showers and we have like all 4 seasons in one day, but I feel like that's happening now. But I am so ready. I'm so ready for spring. Like, I keep saying it, I keep saying it, but like, I want spring to be here now. I want to get my tatties in the ground, but the reason I can't is because A, there is a windstorm on the way, and I'm not sure that my greenhouse is gonna like survive the windstorm. So I don't want to go plant my tatties out there and then, you know, my greenhouse blows away and they've got nowhere to be protected from the cold temperatures at night, because it is still going to get down to about like 5 degrees at night, and that's just a little bit too cold for tatties. So, you know, you need reliably like 6-7 degrees at night for them to even want to attempt to start growing. So I'm like, oh, come on, can the nice warmth and, okay, maybe not sunshine, but you know, can the warmth of like spring get here now, please? So I'm struggling because this Haworthia is like a big, I can't even remember the name of this one, but it's like big, and I'm trying to get the soil in all the way around. It's not complying. It's like, no thank you, don't want this. This one I'm not going to top dress just because there's literally like no space. It's filling out the entire pot anyway. So there's no point in me even trying to top dress this, because there's not really anything to top dress, because this thing is big and it probably needs a bigger pot soon anyway. But right, so I'm just gonna, yeah, I think that will be, I think that's alright. I'm just gonna leave it at that with that. So yeah, I can't remember what I was saying, something about spring potatoes. Yeah, and yeah, your guys' plants. Your guys' plants. I'm hoping they're doing well. I'm hoping they're all starting to grow. I've been seeing quite a lot of new growth. Like stuff didn't like stop growing, but like it was very slow growing, and now I can see that things are starting to be like, oh, there's more light, there's warmth, what is it? You know what I mean? And they're starting to actually grow and put on, you know, like new leaves are starting to come out, flowers on my like orchids are starting to bloom. My begonia maculata is just putting out all the new foliage, which by the way I still have not pruned because I don't really know how. Like, I don't know how to prune it, so I'm just kind of leaving it to see where the new growth emerges, and then like once it's done that, then I'll probably cut off all those like big leaves and see if I can like propagate. Because at the moment it is all the growth on the bottom of the plant. It's literally just right at the bottom, and I don't know why it's doing that. I don't know if that's normal. So it's just like, you know, playing a waiting game and seeing what happens. Because again, I've never had a cane begonia, so I have no idea what's going on with that. All right, so here, oh my god, this it's like crispy, crunchy. So I am just going to remove the lower leaves on a stem. So I have a stem here and it's really tiny. I'm just going to remove the lower leaves, and then I'm just going to stick that in soil. So just like that. And the same with this. So it's got a whole, you probably can't even see that, this whole string. Can you see that better against my dark t-shirt probably? And I'm just going to remove all of that faff and the dead bit at the bottom, and I'm going to just break it off. And then I'm literally just going to stick this bit into the soil just like that. And it should root very easily into this. So I'm just going to do that with all of these, all of the bits that I can actually find and save that aren't just disastrous. And normally these will just break for you at the position where they want to be broken off, if that makes sense. So the stem will just break naturally at a point, and then you just stick that in the soil. So these are, I assume they are like, they're exactly like Tradescantia, honestly. They propagate exactly the same as Tradescantia. Their growth habit is exactly like Tradescantia, but I don't know. These ones seem like the Nanook. Oh my god. Oh my god. That one. Okay, that one. That one needs to go away. That is a very fussy one. Like these ones I don't feel like are as fussy. Like you can just stick them in a sunny window and they will just romp away. Like they don't care at all. Whereas the Nanook, you have to be very specific about where you put it. You have to be very specific with your watering. Keep up on that watering. Otherwise it will just give you brown crispy leaves and just look like trash. Which I'm looking at it right now. It doesn't look so bad because I've been trying to be good at with my watering. But at the same time, I'm like, you know, why you do this to me? It's nice to have pink plants, but at the same time, I feel like pink plants are just a little bit of a hassle for my liking. So, this is going to take me a while. I'm probably going to just do this, stop talking, and then fast forward it when we get to the end. Oh my god, there's so many. I hope you're doing well. So today I'm back with a repotting video. I have some things that I kind of need to try and rescue because they are not doing very well. So let me just shove these over to the side a little bit. These also, by the way, amazing. They smell like vanilla. It's gorgeous. Now these aren't the ones that I've been looking for, but still, nevertheless, these are freaking amazing and I love them. Okay, so this is kind of what I have ended up with. So I literally just pulled off all the lower leaves of all the stems that were viable. I've just stuck them in the soil. I am gonna top dress this as best I can so that hopefully my cuttings will retain a little bit more moisture, because I had these previously in Cocoa Core. They did really well in the Cocoa Core, but I feel like obviously I didn't keep up on my watering because I didn't think they needed as much water as they actually do require. Like they are a succulent, but they do like to be moist. Like they need watering a lot more often than I thought they did. So I am gonna definitely try and top dress to keep that moisture in, but also just to make it look pretty hopefully, and make it, yeah, just make it look pretty, keep that moisture in, and hopefully they will grow and romp away as they did previously. I don't know, again, if that doesn't work and I lose them, then I lose them, but I'm gonna hope for the best. Again, this is, you know, again, like I've said so many times, it's all about experimenting with your plants and just seeing what happens, you know, like this might be the biggest failure and I lose the plant, but at least I've tried, you know, I've given it a good shot, and if it fails, it fails. It's just a learning experience for next time, and I know what to not do next time, which would be put it in a cactus mix and just watch them slowly die. So there's the final product. I've just top dressed it. I'm going to give it a little bit of water. Better take the sticker off of the bottom because otherwise I just realised there's no hole in the bottom. Okay, so I should have drilled a hole. Didn't realise there was not a hole at the bottom. So I have to be very careful when I water this. Give it a nice light drink. Obviously it is terracotta, so it will start to wick that water away. So I will have to place this somewhere where I know I will pay attention to it, and then I will water it a lot more often because I will see it, if that makes sense. Because when I place things that I don't, you know, out of the way, I'm like, oh yeah, you'll be fine. And then I forget about them and then tragedy strikes. So that is theirs. I just found some more hiding under my bowl. So let me just make a little well, stick it in the well. And this one too. Ugh, all these crispies. I don't know, if you guys have this plant, like, is this the way it's meant to grow? Because I have chopped and propped this plant, like, I don't even know how many times. Like, since I've had it, that's all I've been doing, basically, is chopping and propping this plant to rejuvenate it, because it got thrips at one point, really bad thrips. Like, they were obsessed with this plant. They would not leave it alone. But also because of the growth habit, I was like, oh, let's just prune it, you know, to keep it in that nice kind of tight, like spherical shape. But again, it just didn't like doing that. It didn't like staying in that shape, and then it suddenly started to like hang over, and I was like, is this just a me thing, or is that just the way this plant grows? Because I know I've seen it on loads of people's like Instagram and stuff. It just looks gorgeous, and I'm like, how are you doing this? Like, how are you doing this? So, you know, I'm gonna have to keep up in the like I said, the chopping, the pruning of it to encourage more growth, and then hopefully like not the scraggliness, even though this looks like a giant mess anyway, but you know what I mean. Okay, yeah, so that was just a really quick like rescue some plants, repot some plants with me. I'm hoping they survive. I'm hoping your guys' plants are doing well too. I know I've rambled a lot in this video, but I just feel like, you know, it's nice to chat. Hopefully you guys will like respond to me at some point with some information about how your plants are doing and how everything's going where you are in the world. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you don't mind, do all those things down below. So like, subscribe, and come back to see some more videos. And yeah, I've got nothing else to say, so have a great day or night wherever you are in the world, and I'll catch you guys soon with another one. Bye!